We're with Jerome Blake. Jerome Blake, better known for his PA work he does across the Delta, especially here at Amanda Elsie High School in Mississippi Valley. But Blake, you do a lot more than PA. You also have a lot to do with weight training, getting the kids ready for their programs. Talk about football season coming up right now. What have you had to do to get ready for this?
Well, now, a lot of the football things, I tell you, I'll be honest with the young coaches here at Elsie have been very, very diligent within themselves. They didn't have to call in the extra drill sergeant this year because, as a matter of fact, they took it upon, they did their own weight training. Basketball has been fortunate to get a chance to get with me. Men's basketball, a little bit of it, and most of the women. Of course, we hadn't had a big turnout this year as far as the kids. The basketball team, well, men's basketball, Coach Klein's been with them all summer, and then some of his kids had to branch off to football, and I mean, but it's been more than what you would say you would expect out of an Amanda Elsie crew, because it has always been hard to get our kids off season. But here lately, this year, it's been a pretty good year. Coach Davis and the guys have had a pretty good turnout so far, each and every day, ever since spring training. I mean, they've been at it. Looking at the game the other night, you may not be able to tell it from the experience of playing. That there goes the old saying of the other color. They saw the other color, and the other color was just a tad better. So, but it didn't explain, or it didn't give account as to the hard work that they put in. Now, the weight room is going to make a difference. Weight room is going to make a difference regardless. My teaching is power, strength, being strong, and I'm talking about full body scale weightlifting, everything from your ankles to the last vertebrae in your neck. Whatever you have to do, I want to work on it, because you're going to be full scale. Whenever you leave me, it's going to be full scale. And there's some guys in this town who really have a heart to want to see that happen. Hal Haney over at Greenwood High School, and Marcus Henry. These guys are dedicated to making sure that if they're going to deal with athletes, if they're going to have any dealings with them, if nothing else, they're going to make sure that they're strong.
How important was the game the other night, regardless of the score? Amanda Elsie Panthers took on Hollandale Simmons Blue Devils. 22-0 was the score. Although in that game, people don't really look for the score. What are you looking for in a jamboree?
You're looking for, what do I have to do in preparation? It is a pre-test to not just necessarily say what your season is, but it gives you you've done everything. You've weightlift, you've conditioned, you practice against one another. You've seen who can do what, when, where, and how. And it's all in-house. The only thing is left is the kid see the other color, somebody that he don't know, and somebody that's going to not know who he is, and going to see how well he match up strength for strength. He don't know nothing about this kid, and so it lets you know the personnel, the personality of your personnel. It lets you know what you got to work on. It lets the coaches know, well, even though they're playing against a lowly Lanier team, which is a basketball school most people look at, you still got to say, well, we got to prepare for football this year. And they got a heck of a schedule. And I've always said that if they didn't win a ball game this year, the coaches have shown diligence and working hard and completing what it takes to get to the next level. He's got numbers, he's got size, he's got talent. And right now, it was just that game was important because it gives you the chance to see, for the kids to see what it's going to be like every week, every Friday night after you done beat up on each other at practice. It gave them the opportunity to see what's it going to be like when somebody else is standing in your face. The psychological game is what happened the other night.
Jerome Blake, you played in this program. Mm-hmm. What did you see the other night that you liked?
Well, I played in this program, I coached in this program. Mm-hmm. Togetherness, unity, strength. I saw all of that within the young coaches. Now, as far as the players, I saw a defensive line. I saw a defense that just has a few brushes to make sure those stops are up at the line of scrimmage. 2 to 3 yards in a cloud of dust, it can't happen, because Eddie Robinson made a career at Grambling on 3 yards in a cloud of dust. So you get 3, 6, 9. You got a decision whether you're gonna go on 4, but one of those 3, 6, 9 may be a 3, 6, 4, and that's gonna be 10. So and then you get a chance to start all over. So what I saw the other night, as far as the improvement is, it looked like football again. It looked like football. It looked like somebody's taking the time to do some teaching. Somebody's taking the time to regulate what and how to make hits. It's just all got to come together. And like I said, the game the other night was just a show to make it a, I don't know, what would you say, the psychological part of it that says, well, when somebody else get in front of you, then let's see what you do.
Lot of history at this school. Let's talk about, right now we're standing on the grounds where Lucy Harris walked, Leroy Jones walked, Gerald Glass, Alfonso Ford, and others. Talk about that for a moment with this school.
Lot of history. People also don't know that, remember the great wide receiver Warren Wells that played with the Oakland Raiders actually went to the school. Nick Witherspoon, who was starting on that last Golden State team that just won the NBA championship some years ago in '74 with Rick Barry. He actually went to LA. I think he left, but he came here. He's played here. It's a lot of rich history in athletics around here. And here's something I like to put in for, and I hope nobody feels like I'm bashing. LaFleur County and Amanda Elder, appears that they don't care anything about that richness. They don't enhance these people. We have a good enough ground, and Greenwood High School too. They have good enough ground to have an actual Hall of Fame, a Ring of Honor, anything. We got those type of athletes, nationally known athletes, that we have not cared too much to have a word or two to say about them. Only thing we know is that they played here, and when you want to talk famous, then you can talk about them. No, these people need to be known. And you take, we could start with Lucy and go to Gerald, Leroy, and by the time we get to Maurice Dunlap, it'll be 10 o'clock tonight, man. Okay. It'll be 10 o'clock tonight. It's that much rich of a history here. Okay. And I mean, it's unreal. The city of Greenwood alone needs to be ashamed of how they've forgotten their soldiers. Kent Hull did us one of the grandest favors around here. We talking about city now. I know we was talking about Amanda Elder, but I'm talking about the entire city. The two high schools have a rich enhancement in the world of athletics across this country, and have not paid their athletes any attention, as if they never existed. Everybody's concerned about their payroll instead of enhancing the accolades of those who set the ground for our younger athletes to go. Our young athletes don't even know what it's like.